March of 2013, the Sao Paulo Medical Journal published a study that looked at the relationship between mental health and spiritual well-being. The experiment took a look specifically at terminally ill people. Each person's mental health was determined by the results of a questionnaire that they completed. The results of the questionnaire led to the conclusion that spiritual well-being is negatively related to the strongest predictor of psychological stress, sleep disturbance, psychosomatic complaints, and mental health.
In a scientific study for the Journal of Adolescent Health, researchers sought to examine spirituality as a meaningful construct of adolescents' lives. What they found was a substantial correlation between spiritual and existential well-being with risk aversion and lack of depression. Additionally, existential well-being and religious well-being accounted for a 29% variability in depressive symptoms and 17% of the variability in risk behaviors from those lacking in spiritual health.
Higher Education Research at UCLA conducted a research project entitled Spirituality in Higher Education, a national study of college students' search for meaning and purpose. Research found that there is an increased need for spiritual development as a part of the liberal arts education curriculum. Students who are more spiritually active and in touch with their spirituality have a more positive political and social attitude and perform better in the college environment.
According to researchers at Emory University, spirituality enhances health regardless of a person's faith. Researchers believe that healthcare providers could take advantage of this connection between mental health and spirituality by tailoring treatments and rehabilitation programs to accommodate an individual's spiritual inclinations.
In a recent scientific study, relations among and between religion, spirituality, and the ability to cope with stress were examined using a sample of 115 graduate students in counseling. Religion and spirituality positively correlated with coping with stress. Counseling students who expressed spirituality through religious beliefs had greater spiritual health and immunity to stressful situations than counseling students who identified themselves as spiritual but not religious.
Many different ways for students to increase their spiritual well-being on Emory's campus. Some options are religious and some are non-religious. One option to become more spiritually involved is to attend a Hillel event. At Hillel, Jewish students can partake in Friday night services and attend various other events that can help students connect with other Jews or connect better with their own spiritual identity. Non-Jewish students are also welcome.
Many Catholic students at Emory choose to attend daily Mass, which is offered at the Catholic Center on weekdays and the Canon Chapel on weekends. Additionally, confessions are heard from 8 to 5 on Sundays and from 11:30 on weekdays or by appointment.
One religious way for people to get spiritually connected on Emory's campus is to pray and go to church. There are many churches near campus to attend, particularly the Blueprint Church. It is Christ-centered and it's a Baptist church, and it's ran by undergraduate and graduate students known as the missionary community. Get involved.
Emory University's Baha'i Student Association takes a unique approach to religion, as its faith promotes unity and equality of all people and religions. The Baha'i Student Association hosts weekly meetings in which persons of all faiths and ideas are invited to weekly meetings to discuss issues in the world and ideas of unity.
Also partake in yoga classes at the Woodpeck to increase their spiritual health. If students really connect to their spiritual well-being by attending yoga classes, they also have the opportunity to help teach yoga classes.
An option for those Eagles who aren't particularly religious in the traditional sense is Lowwater Park. At Lowwater, there are plenty of lakes and bridges and trails for you to run on, so get in touch with your spiritual side.
For those non-religious, Emory offers the Emory Secular Society, which is a community for agnostics, humanists, secularists, atheists, and free thinkers, or those who just believe in a non-religious viewpoint of the world, where they can come together and discuss their worldview.
Meditation is a way for non-religious people to be spiritual. As long as your activity involves relaxation, your mind can be stimulated.